Welcome back to another video. So today I did my contour and highlight routine for you guys. I made it a little bit more dramatic just so you can see the effect it has on snatching your face. So if you're interested in seeing how I got today's look, then just keep watching. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to use my Cover FX Power Play foundation in the color G+60. This is an old favorite. Just gonna put some on the back of my hand, like this, and use my Real Technique sponge and just dot it on my face. Okay, now once the foundation is blended in, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm gonna use my Born This Way multi-use in the shade Warm Beige. So I'm just gonna bring it down. Since I have eyeshadow on, this is like a pretty dramatic look for me than what I would normally go for. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more concealer than I normally would and bring it down like this. And then because I want to get the maximum coverage out of it, I'm gonna let it sit for a little, and I'm gonna do my cream contour. Okay, so for cream contour, I'm gonna go in with my KKW contour stick in the shade Dark 1, and I want my contour to be a little bit higher than my natural like contour area. So normally I would follow this contour line right here, but today I'm gonna go a little bit above just to give me that snatch kind of look. So I'm gonna take it just like on my cheekbone basically, and I don't want to bring it too far down, so I'm just gonna have it like that, and then just do a little mini one above that, and then bring it in right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go under my lip and just like barely anything on the sides, just because it's going to be highlighted from the concealer, so I want to add some type of contour. And for under my chin, I want to just put it like that, and then just a little bit over like that, just to create a stronger face structure, jaw structure, I guess. So then I'm going to take that same sponge I was using, and I'm going to blend out the contour first. So I'm going to start with the sides and just kind of bring it up and around, just because I have a shorter forehead, so I don't really need to like bring it all the way to the center, because my forehead isn't that big to begin with, so I don't need to take down the size of my forehead. It's more so to like blend everything in, so it's not like, because naturally my forehead is darker than the rest of my face, so I just want to create that kind of effect. And then for the contour, I'm going to bring it down a little like that, and just make sure I really blend it out, so you see how the contour is a little bit above where I would normally do it. It just lifts everything up kind of, and just looks better in like pictures and stuff like that. If you bring it up, it just brings your whole face up. It's like a facelift kind of. So you see, do I look snatched? Okay, so I'm gonna blend that out. And just because I don't have too much product on, I'm going to do my nose really quick, just because I know when I blend out that highlight, it's going to make my nose look really like light. So I just want to make sure there's some type of definition there. And get under my lip. This is just to create shadow, to make your lips appear a little bit larger than they are, like give that, shadow, like when you... I naturally have it, but I usually take some leftover concealer that's on my sponge and put it on my chin, so I don't want to wash that area out. So I just put it there just again to balance, but normally people put it down here if they want their lip to appear like larger, like they want a larger bottom lip, so it kind of like, you know, just it enhances it for some people if you don't already naturally have it. And then I'm gonna blend this contour out right here, and this again was just to kind of sharpen my jawline so it looks a little bit, you know, snatched, because that's always the goal, is to look snatched. So I'm just gonna blend that out as well, and make sure you're blending everything completely out, otherwise you might look a little crazy, a little splotchy, and you know, we don't need that. We don't need to look clockable, okay? So now that I have let my concealer sit a little bit, it's a little bit more, you know, tacky, so it's going to give me a lot more coverage than if I would put it on and then hurry up and, you know, blend it away. So I'm going to take like a cleaner side of my sponge and just blend it out. See how much coverage that gave me, because I let it sit a little bit longer and then kind of blend it out, but I don't want it to get too into the contour, so I'm going to use a different side and kind of, you know, force it back the other way. And then I'm just going to get under my nose, get the leftover product and put it on my chin, just so my face looks, you know, three-dimensional and it doesn't look so flat. And then get my nose and just bring it down a little bit, get a little bit of my forehead, brighten it up in between my eyebrows a little bit. And there, we have it. So I'm going to make sure all the creases are gone from my under eyes before I set it with powder, because if you don't set it, you'll just be setting the creases and then, you know, why play yourself? So make sure you're going in and setting first. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm going to use this little wedge right here to dip into the powder like this, and then just stamp it under my eyes like this. If you have dry skin, this could probably dry you out a little bit. I have oily skin, so I can put as much powder as I want and not have to worry about it like drying me out, like my under eyes and stuff like that. So just be wary of your skin type and know how much powder your skin can handle, because I probably look ridiculous to people with drier skin. Okay, so for the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier to set my T-zone, because it's a little bit more oily. So I'm just gonna stamp my forehead, my nose, like that, and just a little bit on the sides of my mouth, and then my chin, like that. Okay, I look crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face using my Hourglass powder, and this one's just more of a kind of like a luminous finish, and it's really thin, so I'm gonna set everywhere with this powder. And it's literally just setting any place on my face that's wet, so nothing sticks. Since we are contouring and everything, we're doing the whole 9, I'm going to contour or bake or whatever right here. What is this called? I don't know, but this will give you like a sharper cheekbone. Okay, so now that I've given this powder an opportunity to kind of bake and set and everything, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it away. But what I'm going to use to wipe everything away and add a little bit more color to my skin is going to be my Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and this is in the shade Tan. Okay, but first I want to bronze it up a little bit, so I'm going to use my Fenty bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. There's a toddler in here, so sorry. I'm going to take the bronzer right where you see that there's like no other powder. That's the area that I'm going to use to bronze. So I'm just going to lightly tap it on there. And this will bring overall color back into my face and just give me that nice sun-kissed kind of look. Okay, just like that. And I feel like contouring the nose is a very dangerous game, and I don't like to play it. So what I like to do is just put a little bit more powder on my brush and kind of just, you know, like sweep the sides like that, because I feel like you can go a little ham on the nose contour, and I personally like the size of my nose. I like the way my nose looks. Like there's not an issue with my nose to me, so I don't really feel the need to, you know, do the most, because I feel like it fits my face and everything naturally. So yeah, I just literally take some product and just do the side sweep like that, and boom, a contoured nose. Also, I don't like it to it can disappear if I have too much like highlight or, you know, other products on it, like powder. So if you do that and then wipe away the extra product, you won't look crazy. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Sephora Micro Smooth powder and just dust away all of the powder. And it'll blend the bronzer and then the powder we used to bake. It'll just mesh everything together so it's not, you know, odd looking. I normally don't like to go in with blush just because I feel like bronzer and highlight, that's like my thing, not really blush. So I'm gonna go into my Desi times Katie Dose of Colors Chasing the Sun highlight. And I'm not gonna bring it like all the way around like I normally do. I'm just gonna leave it and let it sit right here. I don't know, I just feel like it looks better than when I bring it all the way around. And then get my nose, because can't forget the nose. And I blend out my nose with my finger just so it looks a little bit more natural. And then take a little bit like above my eyebrow. And then when the light hits it, it just looks real cute. I'm gonna take my powder that I put under my eyes. This is normally what I use to like touch up, but it just makes it look a little bit brighter. So this is my Charlotte Tilbury, what is this? Flawless Airbrush, the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, okay? And it just really brings the under eyes together. I don't know, it just snatches your face in the most flattering, natural way possible. I'm just gonna put that on the oily parts. Done. I just wanted enough to for you to be able to tell that I have something down there. So now I feel like I'm done. I don't know what else to put on. Let me go ahead and set my face really quick with my Urban Decay All Nighter spray. Whew. Okay, and that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see, and I will catch y'all in my next video.